Port Charles pulsed with emotion, near misses and long-simmering feelings finally boiling over in an episode that reminded fans why General Hospital remains a masterclass in romantic tension and dramatic timing. From a deeply personal turning point for Gio and Emma to Carly Spencer once again, proving that good intentions and impeccable timing rarely coexist, the hour delivered heart, humor, and just enough chaos to keep everyone guessing. The most intimate storyline of the day belonged to Gio and Emma, whose slow-burn connection reached a defining moment. For weeks, the two had danced around their feelings, weighed down by shared history, unspoken fears, and the ever-present sense that giving in might change everything. When they finally found themselves alone together, the atmosphere was heavy, not with dread, but with anticipation. Emma, ever the emotional anchor, admitted she was tired of pretending she didn't feel what she felt. Gio, visibly moved, confessed that walking away had become harder than staying. Their conversation wasn't rushed or dramatic. It was honest, vulnerable, and filled with the kind of pauses that speak louder than words. When they finally kissed, it felt earned, a culmination of longing rather than impulse. The episode wisely chose subtlety over spectacle. As Gio and Emma let themselves be together, the camera lingered on clasped hands, shared smiles, and the quiet understanding between two people choosing connection over fear. By the time the scene faded, it was clear that this wasn't just a physical moment, it was a turning point. Whatever comes next for them, there's no going back to just friends. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Jason Morgan and Britt Westbourne attempted something that, for them, is surprisingly rare: a normal date. No mob threats, no hospital emergencies, no emotional landmines. Just dinner, conversation, and the possibility of happiness. Britt, relaxed and playful, teased Jason about his stoic reputation, while Jason made a genuine effort to stay present rather than scanning the room for danger. Of course, peace never lasts long when Carly Spencer is involved. Unaware, or perhaps too aware, of the fragile bubble Jason and Britt were trying to enjoy, Carly nearly barged in with information she thought was urgent. Spotting them together stopped her short, and for once, Carly hesitated. The internal debate played out clearly on her face: interrupt to protect Jason, or step back and let him have this moment. In classic Carly fashion, she hovered just long enough to cause tension without fully committing to either choice. Jason noticed her, of course. He always does. But Britt beat him to it, gently steering the conversation away from whatever Carly might say. The result was a near spoiler that left everyone slightly on edge, including Carly herself. Later, Carly confided to a friend that seeing Jason happy was harder than she expected. It wasn't jealousy, exactly, more the realization that the dynamic she relied on for years has changed. Her moment of restraint may have seemed small, but in Port Charles, growth often begins with what someone doesn't do. Across town, the hospital buzzed with its own drama. Longtime rivalries simmered as professional boundaries blurred, and a tense exchange hinted at a brewing power struggle that could have serious consequences. The episode layered these moments skillfully, reminding viewers that romance is only one thread in the show's intricate tapestry. Meanwhile, familiar faces grappled with secrets that refused to stay buried. A hushed conversation in a hallway suggested that someone knows more than they're letting on, and a lingering glance implied that revelations may be closer than anyone expects. In Port Charles, secrets don't disappear, they wait. Back with Gio and Emma, the aftermath of their night together was just as meaningful as the moment itself. Morning light brought uncertainty, but not regret. Emma worried aloud about how this might complicate things, while Gio surprised her by expressing calm confidence. Whatever challenges lie ahead, he seemed ready to face them together. Their final scene was quiet and hopeful, a stark contrast to the chaos unfolding elsewhere. It served as a reminder that sometimes, amid betrayals and power plays, love can still be simple, even if only for a moment. As the episode closed, Jason and Britt shared a look that said everything words couldn't. Carly, watching from a distance, turned away, clearly wrestling with her place in Jason's evolving world. And Gio and Emma stepped into an uncertain future hand in hand, changed but unbroken. This chapter of General Hospital delivered exactly what fans crave: emotional payoff, near disasters, and just enough restraint to make the next episode impossible to miss. In Port Charles, love may be complicated, but it's never boring.